See, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go get up. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go get up. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. Hot ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. My shot, I ain't gon' miss it.
Goat Bih obviously having quite the night, despite the Jazz trying to limit him. They can't stop him.
Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go get up. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go get up. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Here's a match, both playing with 4 fouls.
Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go get it.
Yo, Vito, you got a win yet?
Sixers here tonight.
Nice jump stop after he went middle and was just able to elevate over the defenders. Nice soft touch, as you said.
Season high, looking for his first post piece of the season. Conley. Take that. Take that all day.
Able to connect on that baseline. Vanderbilt. Somebody's over.
Double Conley gonna get called for the reach in.
Been a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no billboard banging, y'all coming up
Well,
short.
gonna be shooting because
I mean, I told you that already.
This a heat
we've
check.
got the Jazz in the penalty.
Shorty, let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine
Back-to-back
alone.
season
Just me,
highs for
myself,
Joel.
and
He had
business.
42 last night. He's got 40 tonight.
I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you
Career
my
high.
the source. I don't even write
50
anymore.
even.
Yeah. Get it and go like it's living a stove. That
No way. Time.
no snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Benny been
50
taking
on the Magic. January of this year. Against the Chicago Bulls. February of 2021.
Waiting on him to join.
Outside there going for it. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my they do aerobics by
Joel is part of the center tonight.
we like the flex.
More than half his team's total.
No bust now. A million jeans just be dunks with a fiend's tee, no button
10
down.
rebounds, 4 blocks. Doing it all. Sexton blows past Tucker. Really good. 15 for Colin Sexton.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field. Here in
Tucker so
downtown
ass.
Detroit, the Motor Center. Today it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit.
Why do you have white on?
The first 2 months of the regular season.
I will be after I win.
As we're off in Week 9. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped to the 14.
Sporting the red, white, and blue.
expecting to see Will Chamberlain's name because he's on every other list. So just not see him there. To have Joel set
I was going to be in first regardless.
Impressive.
Career high. 51 tonight. 4:17 to go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
98-96.
Rodgers now on first down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. That's good. The completion.
You already knew that,
It'll be second down. Here's Rodgers. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Docs called a timeout.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. A handoff, Fournette running left. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end Tunyon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw once more on second and 10. Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
What
an effort to get in there and drop it. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
We always talk about the internal clock of the quarterback. And
it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Indeed, going crazy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Fullback routing me up like that.
This across midfield to the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
First on PJ. 13th foul.
That kind of action.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Lions at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming off their very first loss in the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
On second down, Swift.
Oh, look at that. I'll say it.
And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away.
The Lions, what the fuck, man?
People shielded off.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Shadowing Clarkson. Batiste does just enough.
Oh, they caught another fumble.
Signing with the Sixers.
We'll take it. Still standing. Maxey.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Sexton. Won by a lead. 7.
Now it's gone off the bootleg.
That's what I'm saying. That was fumble for sure.
To eat this one as down he goes. With Sean Gary.
He going crazy. 50, 10 boards, 8 assists, 6 blocks.
Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Great timing from the big fella. After that, the ball goes
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have this. We're only in November, but they would be a wild
Yeah, I already
team.
whooped your ass.
That's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Right here.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Rodgers now to throw. Looking for Cook. Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if
Because he fucking put on white. I have no idea why.
identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Goff now looks to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Just making sure. All right.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
Oh, wow, get out the way, Jair.
Incomplete. That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion.
Appreciate you, boy. Keep trying that, man. I got you, gang. I would have had that. I didn't mean to put that.
On fourth down, gone.
Yeah, touchdown, booty. Yeah, wow, this
The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the game brings.
Yeah, kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Rodgers. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Ooh.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. I don't think there's anyone who can possibly doubt how fast he could run on the
Chill, Joel, draw.
He silenced those thoughts there. Rodgers now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass the 20. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, 42 yards. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown.
Right with dirty, Mike.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
That's it. Red River Sportsbook app for basketball. It's a whole new game. Jazz bench outscoring the Sixers bench right now, 45-18.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles, is that a narrative that you buy into?
I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this.
Oh.
People like us, our colleagues, listen to media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And that's what draws the attention of the official initiative so that they look at you. And if it continues, it's a no-brainer for the official.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Double up zone, 15 points, 10 rebounds.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. No doubt about it. But you're stuck with me in this booth. And he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Here's 2nd and 10.
They're just enjoying MB's performance so much tonight that it's going to his. Martin and hooked him, and he went up.
Now gone. and that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Almost tried. Almost got him. 20 seconds to go.
Now a first down throw. Ball. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there.
Confirming that the Falcons active the ball was way
All
back.
defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second.
Now Goat taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, and then they drilled him.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
Bobby's moved.
Williams. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Joel is only 3 away from 6. Oh, Ballard might come. Joel will have a chance at a few more. He is just...
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep.
Let him hear it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now second and 9 from the 10. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Throwing again is gone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
Keep it going.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
It's Sixers franchise
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score
Let's go,
14-7.
JoJo.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
God, can I get a fumble?
That time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Super.
Now it's gone. He's got his
T.J.
Hawkinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being
Hey, let that shit do thing.
Now Goff on first down. He'll find Swift down in the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. To throw is Goff. Screenplay set up for Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here.
76. Obama. Hurley.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. It's incomplete. No. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Goff. Buying time to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Again, Goff. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third. Goff. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So there was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Yeah.
Chris Board from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And they work this out past the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the checks and you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say they had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Oh, shit.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs from 8 yards out. And the Packers are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game will leave their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Oh.
All right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
Time? You can't be going out like that.
35-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-up.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game.
I need a fumble.
Self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball inside. They were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have. And all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass.
Hey, what the fuck was that?
Big time in the driver's seat. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here.
Ah.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along.
What the fuck?
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And the Lions are going to have it here at their
bullshit, Aaron.
A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward.
Why he didn't hit me? I ain't got one point.
Yeah, with how
I'm disappointed.
been, even 1 score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice.
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Rodgers looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
run, Romeo.
they can just run this clock out.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Walking the tightrope, cuz.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
You ain't even gotta do that no more, because it's like 50-50 if the saving,
The
huh?
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and show it better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. throwing there, but this pass
Cut
is
in front of him, bro. I want you to cut in front of him.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
We're good. We're good.
One last throw here for Goat. Eluding the pressure right.
Why they all standing there?
Schwartz complete. And he is going to have the Lions first.
All right, bet.
Pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division.